riding? You riding a horsey?
How does that feel, princess? You look...
Well, I'm glad you're all having such a
And look at Mama,
And so this video is going to be a Disney training video, basically how I train and what I've been doing. So last year we trained for the half marathon. That was our first half marathon. I'd never ran in my life before, except for in high school when we did like the 1 miler or whatever. I had never actually done a 5K, a 10K, or any of those kind of things. So that was my background. I was a little bit more in shape than my husband was, so it wasn't as bad for me running, but for him it took him a little while to get used to it. He had some, problems with his calves and sore calves, shin splits. If you don't know what that is, Google search it. It's something that is pretty painful. I think I have had a few of those in the calves, but it's just like pain in the calves where you like overwork your calf. So he had a few of those, and he had some other problems as well. So, but for me, I have always been able to, some days I'm able to run the complete 3 miles without even stopping, but now I have actually slowed down because I have gotten hip bursitis, and this hip right here always kind of hurts me. So I have to, we're on like a training schedule, and I do intervals. I do not have a watch. Oh, I kind of have a watch, but the watch does not always work like it should, and I have no idea how to do the watch, so I just usually will run for a minute and walk a minute by my phone. My phone has a app on it called Intervals, and I think I mentioned that in one of my Run Disney videos that I've made in the past like month or so. So I use that app, and then I also have my music going, and I also have the Map My Run app going, which tells you whenever you run a mile that you've run 1 mile and you're at this pace, and my pace is about 13 per mile, which you're supposed to be at a 16 per mile to actually finish in time, because it is a timed event, so you have to finish before the timer is up, or these little pink ladies will sweep you up and take you back. They have like pink balloons, they're dressed in pink, and if you are falling behind and it is way past the time, they will take you to the finish line. And I'm not sure, I think a friend of ours, I don't have any experience with this because we finished ours, but I think you just get a participation medal. You don't actually get the medal itself. If that's an incorrect statement, please put it in the comments below. Training program is Jeff Galloway's training program. I actually met, he's at the expo every year, and we met him last year, or this past year, and so we actually printed out his training program, which it looks like this. This was last year's, but my husband, when we decided to do this back in, I want to say it was like February, we decided to do that glass slipper challenge for this upcoming year. So he printed it at that time, and it's for the 2015 one, so we have to print a new one. But this was like the schedule. We just wanted to see like how much it took and everything. And this one is actually for the experienced runner, those who've been running for at least 6 months. So we've been running now for about a year and a half now, because I started last February actually training for the half marathon that we did in January. And so anyways, it gives you like a training program overview and that kind of thing, and then it will tell you on the here, and you can find this on rundisney.com, by the way, any training program for any of the races that you do, and it'll tell you like your goal date of when you should have met your goal. So Tuesdays and Thursdays is Saturdays or Sundays is what it goes by. We do Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday and Sunday. So anyway, so I do my training on Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, and soon it will have to be 4 days a week just because we are doing a challenge, and it's a 10K and a half marathon. Anyway, so it starts October, week 1 is October the 20th, according to this. This was like last year's though. So we are like way ahead of schedule, but I don't feel like I'm way ahead of the schedule because by this time last year I was running like 7 miles, I think, 7 or 8 miles. And I'm only up to 5, and it's just been like a brutal summer. I will insert a video. I did run one day, it was like 90 degrees, and I think I did 5 miles that day, but it was so hot.
So it's like really hot out here today, and I have no idea how much, how many more minutes or how many minutes I have on my phone to actually talk to you guys. But I am out doing a training session for Run Disney for the Princess Marathon, and this is like supposed to be one of my days. I'm supposed to do like 4 or 5 miles. However, it is just so hot today that I probably won't get that in. I'm going to be so glad when the fall time gets here so that I can actually train a little bit more. I do 3 days a week, and Monday, Wednesday are my 3 miles, and then weekends are usually my longer times. So anyways, but I'm out here today. It is like in the 80s, upper 80s. It's very hot, but it's got to be done. So I did a total of 5 miles today. It was actually 90 degrees out here. I think I am sunburned. Ouch. My face just feels like really hot. So anyways, but I did 5 miles today, and next weekend I want to do 6. I increased my mileage by 1 every weekend, so hopefully 6 next weekend.
We start off for the first couple of weeks. You start off and you're only doing, for the first 13 weeks, you're only doing 3, 7. You stop your 3-day runs and you go to 4-day runs if you're doing like the challenge like we are, the 10K and half marathon in 2 days, which is 19.3 miles, by the way, in 2 days. Which for some people it's super simple to do because they've run the full marathon. I've never run a full marathon, so I don't know how I would do with that. I do want to get up to a full marathon. I really would love to run a full marathon. It's one of those things that I really want to do in life. The way I find time to do my training is on Mondays and Wednesdays is when I do my training, and that's the days that, like today is Monday, so I will be trying to run. Like right now it's raining, so I can't go running, but I'm still in my run attire, so when my husband gets home, if it's not raining, I will go out and run. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, my husband works late shifts, so I cannot run then. We have to have somebody here with our girls, and that's how we work it out. Like I run first and then he goes running, and then like in the winter time, we have thought about joining a gym so that we can run in the evenings and not be trying to race against the sun going down, because obviously I don't want to be running when the sun is going down and it's dark, of course. So my husband, usually I'll go and pick up Hannah. He picks up Hannah usually in the afternoons for me so that I can get a couple things done here that I need to get done, because I work 5 days a week and sometimes cleaning doesn't always get done on the weekends. So I spend my afternoons cleaning, and Ella's usually really good about that. You know, she's really good about finding something to do, and I'm able to clean. So he goes and picks her up. But on the winter days, my house kind of looks a mess because my husband goes, I pick her up, I bring her home, and then he gets home here a little sooner than what he does normally when he picks her up. So that is how we work it out, and we usually on the weekends will run separately still as well. We have on occasion put our girls in the jogging stroller and jogged with them. I'll have a few pictures of that in this video so you guys. It's really rough trying to push a big jogging stroller and 2 children. My kids don't weigh a lot, so I can only imagine what an average 4- and 7-year-old pushing them in a stroller would be like, because they are together, they'd be about almost 60 pounds. So 60 pounds is like the average, I don't know, 5- or 6-year-old. I don't know what average is because my girls aren't average, they're small. But it's really hard to run and push a jogging stroller at the same time. It gives you an extra workout. It builds your leg muscles up and your arm muscles, but you're pretty sore afterwards. So I already did a video, of course, of the essentials. I won't tell you guys about, you know, what we run in and everything, because you guys already have seen what I run in. This is like my run shirt and my run pants. So we'll see if I actually get to run tonight. Thanks for watching.